Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mythlok with your host Nitin Nair. It's been a while since we talked about Indian mythology and I thought I'll bring that into the mix today. What we are going to focus on is one of the main gods of the Hindu trinity, Lord Shiva. Shiva is also known as Mahadeva and is one of the main deities of Hinduism. With pre-Vedic roots, Shiva is an amalgam of various non-Vedic deities such as the Rigvedic storm god Rudra. In the Trimurti, which includes Vishnu and Brahma, Shiva is referred to as the destroyer. He is the supreme lord who creates and protects the universe. In the Shakta tradition, a goddess is referred to as a Devi, with Parvati as the equal partner of Shiva. There are many depictions of Shiva in both benevolent and ferocious aspects. In his noble aspects, he is depicted as a wise and ascetic living on Mount Kailash with his wife Parvati and their two children. Shiva is a deity worshipped in various Hindu countries and traditions like India, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Indonesia. He is depicted with a serpent around his neck with the moon's crescent moon and the holy river Ganges flowing from his forehead. There are various forms of Shiva, as a family man with his wife Parvati and son Skanda, the cosmic dancer Nataraja, as a yogi, and also as a lower caste person accompanied by his dog Bhairava. He is also often depicted as the androgynous union of himself and his wife in the role of Ardhanarishvara. Images of Shiva depict him as white, or as the ashes of the corpses that are smearing his otherwise dark-skinned body. He is usually portrayed with a blue neck due to holding the poison from the churning of the ocean, and the crescent moon is surrounded by his matted or dreadlocked hair that is adorned with a pair of jatra mats and the Ganges. He also has a third eye which gives him inward vision and is also capable of destroying everything in sight when he opens it. He wears a garland of skulls and a serpent around his neck. He is shown seated on a deerskin and holds a trident, a small hand drum called a damru, or a club with a skull at the end. Sati, Shiva's wife, was often incarnated as Kali or Durga. She is the daughter of Daksha, who did not approve of her marriage to Shiva. Angered by this, she threw herself on the fire which angered Shiva, who created two demons, Vidharpa and Rudrakali, who wreaked havoc on the earth. After being pacified by the other gods, he called off the demons and married Sati, who was reincarnated as Parvati. Shiva had a son named Ganesha, who was created out of clay and earth to protect his mother. However, one day while he was guarding the room where she was bathing, he found the boy. Not believing that he was his son, he called the demons and persuaded them to behead him. On realizing his mistake, he sent his followers to find a replacement head, which just happened to be that of an elephant. He then revived the boy, who became the elephant god Ganesha. His other sons include Skanda or Kartikeya, the god of war, and Kubera, the god of wealth and treasures. Other important people in Shiva's repertoire include the river goddess Ganga, whom he offered refuge in his hair to prevent human civilization from getting destroyed, and Nandi, his mount or constant companion. There are many names given to Shiva such as Vishwanatha, Mahandev, Shambhu, Trilochana, Devendra and Subhagara. In Shaivism, his name is often referred to by epithets such as the Great God and the Great Lord. Shiva, although described as a destroyer, is not a negative character in any sense. In Hindu mythology, destruction is not negative and not an end to anything. It actually gives birth to new things and helps in the cyclical concept of time that is unique to Indian mythology and the Hindu religion. Shiva's powers are absolute and endless. He is often credited as being one of the orchestrators of the creation of everything due to his requirement to bring to an end many aspects of the world which will give rise to new beginnings. Shiva is widely worshipped across India and many countries where the Hindu religion is practiced. Many festivals and temples are dedicated to Shiva, and his followers are known as Shaivists, or those who follow Shaivism, which is a sect of Hinduism that worships Shiva as a supreme god. We will be exploring a lot more from Indian mythology because it's a treasure trove that has a lot more to be shared in terms of different characters that are still worshipped today in modern day India. This is your host Nitin Nair signing off by reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.